Hello, everyone. Welcome to my familiar presentation with the post office. I've been a mail carrier for 3 years, and I absolutely love my job. It can be grueling at times, but the post office is a great place to work if you are in a really good office with great people to surround yourself with. The post office is also a federal entity. It's not actually, it's not actually a part of the federal government. We are our own self-sustaining business, meaning if you thought we took a lot of money out of your tax dollars every year to pay my salary, it's absolutely not true. We haven't taken a dollar since our inception back in 1775. Benjamin Franklin was our first postmaster and also was credited with starting the post office. You wouldn't think of it now because there's emails and all this kinds of stuff going around, but getting information around, knowledge basically, is very, very important and can have huge ripple effects on businesses and countries and just a lot of different things. Before the internet phone, this is how you got stuff around. This is how you heard about things that were going around in your area. Um, Going all the way back to 1775, like I said, when Benjamin Franklin started the post office. The post office hasn't taken a single dollar from taxpayers. It is self-sustaining. But one thing you probably didn't know back in the day is that the post office used to take children as packages, and you could put your child with a stamp on their shirt and send them on a train by themselves to, their aunt's house or just wherever you were trying to send them. But you could basically put a stamp on your child and send them. Another really cool thing about the post office during its inception was the Pony Express. Now you may have heard about the Pony Express, but the Pony Express really is kind of a sad thing. Basically, it was super, super important, urgent mail information that had to get to where it needed to be. It was very crucial that it got there as soon as possible. So they would have a person, most likely a male, get on a horse and just keep riding for 10, 20, 30 miles, basically till the horse is dead. He kept going. And a lot of times the horse or the mailman would die. So the post office would only let people be the Pony Expresses when they had no family, no mother or father, no children that would miss them if they, didn't make it back, which a lot of them didn't. So basically, Pony Express is almost like a suicide mission. You just kept going for 15, 20, 30 miles on a horse until, you got to where you needed to be, or, your horse croaked out on you in the middle of the desert. It does happen. As a federal employee, though, the rules do apply federally to me. I still have to follow federal guidelines, and I'm considered a federal entity, but not everything. We have our own side unions, and we can't do anything without the government saying it's okay, but they can't do anything without us saying it's okay as well. So when prices of stamps go up, it's a combined effort, not just them saying, you need to raise it, or we saying we have to raise it. They have to agree upon everything, too. We're self-sustaining business. That means that basically our whole operation is done on you guys paying for stamps or businesses paying for bulk letterings and stuff like that. Without that, the post office wouldn't be around. So another thing I want to talk to you about is I'm a rural carrier, not a city carrier. So the difference with that is that I don't wear a uniform. I'm actually, it's kind of like a dying art in a way, because the rural carrier used to be for those country roads, those farms out in the middle of nowhere. I would basically be their mobile post office, and I would come to them and be able to sell them stamps and take all their letters, sell them packaging, take packages. I mean, basically anything you could do at a post office, I would be doing that on the road. And also, rural carriers deliver strictly out of the side of the vehicle on the right hand side delivery. So to a mailbox on the side of the road, not your big metal units in your apartments and stuff like that. So I wouldn't really get out of the vehicle too much. And also, as a rural carrier, you have the option to drive your own car, which makes you a lot more money because they pay you per mile. It's like 75 cents a mile to drive your own vehicle, which, depending on the size of your route, from 10 to 50 miles a day, that's a lot of money that's added on to your pay that the city carriers will not get. And also, the best thing about it is when the rural carriers have routes, they're assigned routes based on route evaluation. And what that means is basically, if my route is evaluated at 9 hours a day, which means averaging 9 hours is how long it should take me, if I finish it in 6 hours, I get paid 9 hours. So a lot of the guys at my work, and me included, we'll do a route in 6 or 7 hours. It's valued at 9 hours, and I'll get paid for a couple hours that I'm not even there working at all. So that's one of the really big benefits to that. The one thing that I really like, which I feel is a little bit lacking, as of late, because everyone's doing everything online and no one really pays their PG&E bills through the mail unless you're in a retirement community. And then if you are, we get a lot of them. They love paying bills through the mail. It's the community feel. It's the community, togetherness and trying to help the people around you and becoming a familiar face to them, and you know, just giving back to them, and feeling like you're a part of the community service. And we also do the last mile delivery, which basically means all your UPSs, all your FedExes, everywhere around. They don't go to every single address in the United States. We do. So if it's in the middle of a cave in Alaska, we'll deliver to it. So a lot of times you'll have UPS or FedEx drop off packages to us, and we'll take it that last mile because they don't go out that far. They don't want to go to those crazy rural places, but we do that. So any known address we deliver to, unlike a lot of your other um, delivery services. The post office is a. I wanted to give you a picture of some old post office guys, old city carriers. If you could see that, we are technically federal employees, and we do get sworn in and have badges and everything. So we have to make sure we take and protect the sanctity of the mail and information from other people. Um, we are post office is a self-sustaining federal agency. Survive only off products, stamps, and services for almost 250 years. And you may have thought for the longest time that your taxes go to pay my wages, but $0, zero, are taken out to pay for the post office's operations. I take pride in assisting my community, and while it's not what it used to be, I'm a very important person in my mind and to my community around me. And I really hope that next time you get your package from Amazon, the post office delivered, you think about what it took maybe to get that carrier to deliver that package to you. And I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you very much.